So the first question to start with is, please tell us your name, your year of graduation, and the degree you earned from the University of Michigan.
So my name is Shweta Gore, and I actually have two degrees from Michigan, a post-professional DPT and a PhD, and I graduated in December of 2017.
And why did you choose the University of Michigan for your physical therapy program?
Yeah, I think it was a very straightforward choice for me. The school's reputation obviously was one of the biggest things, and I also looked through the faculty profiles, and they had like very good research agendas, and that made it very, very simple.
What is your favorite memory from your time in the program?
Being a PhD student, I think I was I was part of the first cohort of the PhD program in Michigan. And so we had a very small cohort of 3 students. So we would often, I remember between classes, hanging out in the cafeteria or going to grab lunch in downtown. So I think those were like some of the nice memories that we had together. And we would often go to faculty research labs to work and study, often read up journals. So yeah, those were like some of the nice things that I remember from my time there.
That must have been wild just being in such a small class, but I'm sure you made great connections during your time.
Yeah.
What kind of physical therapy were you interested in originally, and what are you working in now?
Well, I wanted to be a sports physical therapist when I joined PT school for the first time, but I never did anything even close to sports PT. I am a cardiovascular and pulmonary physical therapist. I did my advanced practice master's in cardiovascular and pulmonary physical therapy, and yeah, that's where my career took me.
That is a major difference from what you were initially interested in.
Yeah.
So how did your time at U of M's PT program help determine your area of specialization?
So I entered, so it's a little different for me because I entered as a post-professional student. So I was already practicing in the cardiovascular field for several years before I decided to join school again. But I did do a geriatric specialty certificate course during my time at Michigan. And that certainly helped hone my skills as a geriatric physical therapist, and which is the major chunk of patient population that I see even with cardiovascular conditions. So I think that was certainly very helpful in shaping my clinical career. And then in terms of PhD, definitely opened a whole new world and a whole new area of research for me, and new career aspects in academia. So that I would credit to my time in Michigan.
That's great to hear. So what was your favorite class in the program?
I have a few actually. So it took Jennifer Blackwood's class on geriatric physical therapy, and it was really good. We had some great speakers from all over the country, and it also helped me apply some of those skills right to my patients. Because I was also a working clinician, so I would take those skills and like apply right to the clinic the next day. So it was very, very relevant for me. And then I took a quantitative class by Dr. Bara Al-Slahin. It was very intense, a lot of work, but I would say that that whatever I know in statistics is like that I would credit that all to Dr. Vara's class.
So during your time in the program, who was your favorite professor or the one who had the greatest impact on your education?
Again, it's not one, but Dr. Blackwood, certainly, she was my PhD advisor. She still continues to be my mentor. She has helped me, I think, in every stage of my career. So she's more like a mentor to me. And definitely, she has a huge impact on my life and career. Dr. Bara al-Salihin, he was someone who I could connect to at a human level, like I could because he had just graduated from PhD when I joined a PhD program, so I could relate to him and he could relate to me as a a recent PhD student. So it was it was a lot of work in his class, but it was very enjoyable, and he's given me a lot of career advice that that has helped me to this day. And also Dr. Alan Goldberg, I feel like his brain just amazes me. Like I think he's like a walking encyclopedia of statistics. Like he would just look at your paper and he can find errors on a table or something like in minutes. Like he's really good.
That's amazing that you were able to have so many mentors in your time in the program and just so many individuals to help guide you throughout the way.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even Dr. Kathy Larson, and she was very helpful and supportive. She actually even came to our house in Bad Axe, Michigan, because she has some family there. So she just came. She visited. It's so good that there was faculty that were so supportive.
It sounds like they were very supportive. So our final question for you is, so I know you mentioned that your experience was a little bit different because you were already practicing within your career, but where has graduating from the University of Michigan's program taken you within your career? Like what did it have an impact on?
Sure. I mean, I can say that as a clinician, I can say that it has made me a better clinician. Working with patients, I never thought I would make any improvements in older adults. Like I never thought that there was anything that I could do more with them. But after taking the classes, and applying those things, I love working with older adults, and certainly and I have educated other clinicians in my area. So I credit that to all the classes that I took during my DPT. And after my PhD, I entered academia. I am now a associate professor at NGH Institute of Health Professions, and so I teach and I do research, and all thanks to the PhD program.
That's amazing. Well, we really appreciate your time today and appreciate your input in helping us throughout this project. It was great hearing from you. Is there anything else you'd like to add or say?
No, thank you for inviting me, and congratulations on the 70 years.
Perfect. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.